Hey, welcome friends to the Journey Church. We are so excited that this Sunday we are going to regather in person for worship. Now we're doing this video just so you can have a very clear understanding of what is required for you and for us this Sunday. So here's a couple of things I want to share with you this morning, is that on Sunday, we will open our front doors at 9 o'clock. No need to come earlier. Please actually don't come earlier, but 9 o'clock this Sunday. Here's a couple of things you need to know. We're asking that you must wear a mask for all of our protection. So if you want to come, you must wear a mask. But if you don't have a mask or forgot your mask, we have a mask right here at our Connect Center for you to use. When you come on Sunday mornings, you're going to see this beautiful tent right here with our Connect Center. And Pastor Deb and a hospitality person will be there ready to introduce you, ready to welcome you back to worship. There are also masks right there with Pastor Deb. And a couple of things, when you come, you must stop here to fill out our Connect card. Part of our contact tracing is that we want to make sure that we know that you are in worship with us this morning. And so as you're coming in, Pastor Deb and the hospitality person will be there, ready to help connect you, but also when you get to the store, they are going to very kindly tell you when and when not to walk up. And so when you come in, you will see two really fancy things on the door. One that says to require us to wear a mask, like we've talked about. Also that we're going to ask that we practice social or physical distancing, being 6 feet apart, and that we want to wash our hands and use hand sanitizer as much as possible. So once you have your mask on, once you've been with Deb or myself or a hospitality person, you will come to the front doors here. And we're going to ask that everyone comes through the same door every single Sunday morning, which is the front door here. And you'll see spots on the floor that help us point the direction in which we want to walk, which is this way. And there's even markings on the floor that help know our 6-foot distance from one another. And when you walk up the steps, you'll see a hospitality person here. Right now it's just Kelly, but on Sunday it will be a different person. And the next spot is for you to stop right here, and you'll see the sign here, exit or entrance only, as we enter the worship center. And once you get to the worship center, the hospitality person will point you in the direction. And they'll probably ask you how many people are part of your family or who you came to church with today. And then that person will communicate with another hospitality person. This one is Linda right here. And then she will help seat you. Our goal is to seat people from the front to the back. That way that we can limit the amount of movement from one another. And I'm gonna ask you to do something really special, and this is so different than what our community was before, but it's really important for us that once you're seated, we're gonna ask that you keep your mask on and that you remain in that spot. Normally we would be walking around saying hi to one another, but in this moment, I'm just gonna invite us to wave to one another with a smile, or maybe with our eyes, we can smile with our face and our mask on. But we're gonna ask that you don't get up and walk around, but you just kind of remain in that spot. And then service will begin at 9:30 once we are all seated in here with our mask on. And we will sing this Sunday. Danny and the worship team will be here, but I'm going to ask that you just kind of sing softly. Imagine that we're not at a rock concert. We're not trying to be in the middle of a mosh pit singing, but simply I'm going to invite us just to sing where we are softly to the Lord. And you'll see that there'll be different equipment around. Even where Davis will be sitting will be a little different with our cameras. That way, because we know that we're still going to have an online worshiping community, and we want to make sure that our in-person and online worship experience is as quality as possible. You'll also notice that there are no longer Bibles sitting out. There are not pens. There's not even offering envelopes. And we're going to ask that if you want a pen, if you want a Bible, that you bring that yourself. We want to limit the amount of different things that we have to touch with one another. And at the end of the service, when all is over and we say amen, a hospitality person will actually invite all of us to leave. So we'll all remain seated, and then we'll be dismissed row by row to limit how many people get up at one time. And then because we came through the middle, we entered through the middle, we'll actually exit in this exit right here. You'll see a sign that above my head where it says exit only. And on your way out, you'll see a couple of different things. You'll see an ability right here to take to give an offering. But know that if you don't have a cash or you don't have check, but you want to keep doing online giving or even electronic giving, on your way out at the entrance, when you came up under the canopy, there will be someone there who will help you give online or to give on a computer or a tablet. We'll have that ready for you as well. But as you leave, we're going to invite you to remain social distance from one another, keep your mask on, and then we'll exit the same way that we came in. You'll actually see arrows on the floor, ways in which you can leave the building the same entrance that we came through the middle as well. And I wanted to share this that I hadn't shared at the very beginning, is that every Sunday, at least for the next couple of weeks, we won't have our gathering place open. Actually, will be locked. Our kids ministry will also, doors will be closed. And as we regather, we want to regather as safe as possible. And so we're just going to limit our gatherings, our time together in our worship center, and social distance as much as possible. But say you see someone that you want to just have a conversation with, we're going to ask that you actually exit the building the same way that you came in, and maybe even go in the grass area, the parking lot, and have that conversation outdoors with our mask on. We believe that's the safest way that we can gather together in this moment. And so when we exit the space together, we will leave the same way that we came out. We'll just exit through the main doors, and that's a spot for you yet again to connect with someone at the hospitality area, maybe give or connect card, or you can gather and be together, social distance outside. A couple of things I want to share as well. There will be hand sanitizer all over our building. We invite you to use the bathrooms. You'll see a sign on the door. It's one person or one family at a time in our bathrooms. I invite you to knock in a special way to make sure that no one else is in the bathroom. But here's a final thing I want to share. If at any moment throughout the week you feel ill, or you're not feeling great, or you maybe have a cough, or maybe have symptoms, we're going to invite you to remain home. The best thing for all of us in this season to help us all remain safe is to gather online if we're under the weather, or if we feel better there. And if you feel healthy, you feel well, feel free to come, and we'll try our best to protect you. But no, we at The Journey, we're excited to see you. We're excited to be in ministry with you in person yet again. And our goal, like always, is to provide a meaningful encounter for you to experience the power and love of God in a safe way as we can do. And so, my friends, if you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to myself, Pastor Deb, or Kelly in the office, and we would love to connect with you. But until we see you again, stay well and be blessed. Amen.